Is there anyone present that knows of any reason that this couple should not be joined?
I do. They can't be married. I love him, and he belongs to me.
Stella? Stella, are you real right now? How is it that you're alive? It's impossible. How are you alive after all these years and we not know it?
Stella, please explain yourself. We thought you were dead. Well, I'm very much alive, as you can see, Carrie. But there's one puzzling thing that's blowing my mind, and it's why you're about to marry my fiancé. What? Your fiancé? What are you talking about, Carrie? He's mine now, Stella. After all, you were supposed to be dead. You're delusional if you think that you could fake your death and then come back here and pick up right where you left off. That ship has sailed. Tell her, Carrie.
And guys, as I looked into Stella's eyes, I could see all of the differences between her and Kerry. I also felt some of the old feelings creeping back up, feelings that I thought were long buried. But then I turned to look at my Kerry, my wild, free girl, and I couldn't deny where my whole heart was. I'm truly sorry, Stella, but Kerry has my heart now, and if you hadn't interrupted the ceremony just now, she'd be my wife right now. In fact, I don't want another second to pass by without me making her mine.
Oh, thank God. I was nervous for a sec there, Kai. Should we call the wedding officiant back so that we can conclude the ceremony? Over my dead body, Carrie. Kai, let me explain what happened all those years ago and where I've been. I arrived in Switzerland with no hope in sight. I had resigned myself to my fate. Death was near, and I felt it all around me. But as I waited in the nursing home, praying to God to take me up to heaven, a group of doctors came to see me. One of them was Dr. Hart. He specialized in experimental cancer treatments, and since I was basically on the way out, I had nothing to lose. They asked me if I wanted to volunteer for the treatment, and I agreed. Even though the possibility of me surviving was slim, I felt a tiny bit of hope. Anyway, they started me on the treatment right away, and I immediately showed positive signs of recovery. But after a few more days, I started to not feel well again. This went on for a few months as they tried to figure out the right cocktail that would totally work for the type of brain cancer that I had. Finally, they had shrunk the tumor in my brain to a size where they felt that surgery was possible, and I agreed. I didn't think that I should tell anyone about the treatments because I didn't want to give you guys false hope. So they did the surgery and removed the tumor, but there were some complications and I ended up in a coma for years. They took that opportunity to continue the experimental drugs as well. Then eventually, when I woke up, I couldn't remember anything. But thanks to Dr. Hart and all the rehab treatments, I finally regained my memory a few weeks ago. And I wanted to come straight home to you, Kai. You're the first person that I remembered. All the feelings that I had for you are still there, maybe even stronger than before. And I know that through all these years, my strength to fight to live was for you. For us.
Stella, you've been through so much. Gosh, I can't imagine all the things that you had to face all by yourself. And it sort of makes me sad that you made the decision to cut me out of your life without even giving me a chance to stand by you, to fight together. I mean, I understand why you made the choice, but I think it was the wrong choice. And now, Stella, what we've had together, I've moved on from those feelings. Remember what you made me promise before you left? Well, I did find love again, Stella. With your sister. I loved you. With a boy's heart. But I love your Carrie as the man I am right now.
No, Kai, please. I'm begging you, don't marry Carrie today. Give me a chance to love you the way that you're supposed to be loved. Remember how good we were together. Give us a chance, baby. Stella, he's not your baby anymore. I know that you've been through a lot, and I'm truly happy that you're still alive, even though you chose to exclude us from everything. But you've got to realize that Kai and I, well, we suffered through losing you. We didn't even have a place to go where we could mourn you. So we went to each other. At first, we fought it because it felt wrong. But the more that we fought our feelings, the bigger they became. Until we finally faced it head on. And now, after all these years of loving him, I won't let him go. Matter of fact is, I won't let anyone come between us and our life together. Not even you, sis. So please don't make this any harder than it already is. Please, let go.
Is that what you both truly want? For me to step aside? Okay, fine. Enjoy your happiness then. But Carrie, I will always hold this against you in my heart. Some sister you turned out to be. And you too, Kai. You never truly loved me. You're a liar. The first opportunity you got, you gave up on our love. And now you're settling for a substitute me. We'll have fun, you traitors.
Oh, my love, why is this happening to us? And why is Stella so different? She's changed.
Baby, I don't know what type of test this is. But one thing I do know, and it's that you're not anybody's substitute. You're my everything. For the rest of my life, I only want you. But something seems sus about Stella. I just can't figure it out right now. But I think we should check out her story.
Oh, it's you, Stella. Did you initiate contact with your fiancé and your sister?
I sure did. And it went exactly the way that you said it would. Tomorrow I'll meet with the lawyers about my trust fund, and then we'll see after that.
Perfect. Stella, when you left for Switzerland to pass on from this world, you were presumed dead and your trust fund was turned over to your sister, as it was stipulated by your parents. Carrie is now the beneficiary of all the money that was originally supposed to go to you. You should talk to your sister. I'm sure that now that she knows you're alive, she'll return all of your funds, plus the
That's slippery, slimy. So not only did she snatch my fiancé from me, but she also has my money? I won't stand for this. Oh, Kerry, you're really pushing me to...
Stella, please, calm down. Don't do anything too rash. This can be solved with a simple conversation and a...
Go to hell, Bronson. I could sue your entire trashy, nasty company for fraud right now. Did you ever see a death certificate pronouncing me dead?
Please, Stella, I just...
Initiate phase 2. This will be great.
I didn't waste time making Carrie my wife. That same afternoon that Stella interrupted the wedding, we got the officiant to come back to where we were, and we were married. Then, right after the wedding, we headed straight to the Caribbean for our honeymoon.
So we were in the resort in the Caribbean celebrating our honeymoon. We were really having the best time, walking on the beaches and swimming and doing nothing but relaxing. And then the trouble started. Someone kept calling and hanging up from an unlisted number. The first 2 or 3 times it happened, I just thought, oh well, maybe they're having crappy Wi-Fi and getting cut off. But then it started happening on Kai's phone too. And we knew it was someone being malicious. So we turned off our phones. The next day my driver's license mysteriously went missing too. Thank God it wasn't my passport.
Perfect, their phones have been switched off. Time to move to phase 3.
So, we were in the hotel room getting dressed to go dancing when the lights suddenly cut off. It was pitch black.
Kai, what's going on?
I'm not exactly sure, love. Let me try to call the front desk. I tried calling the front desk a few times, but no one picked up. That was pretty odd, I thought, to myself. Kerry, listen, I think I should go down and check it out. Wait here, okay? I don't want you getting hurt going down the stairs. I'll be right back.
Carrie has been gone for over an hour at this point, and still the lights haven't been switched back on. And he hadn't even checked in on me to let me know what was happening. I got really worried and decided to go check on him. Hi, I'm not sure what's happening, but the lights in our room are off, and my husband came down to check it out, but he's been gone for over an hour, and he hasn't returned.
I'm not sure what type of games you and your husband are playing, ma'am, but it simply won't do here.
I'm lost. What are you talking about?
Ma'am, you and your husband just checked out of the hotel an hour ago. What type of sick person are you? You asked me to forward his luggage to this address, and you also asked me to switch off the lights because your husband was having some sort of eye problem and the lights in the room were too bright.
What in the slippery slopes of madness was happening here? I looked at the address, and sure enough, it was my home address. But I hadn't made that request. Miss, do you mind showing me the footage of me and my husband checking out?
I swear, rich people and their money will never cease to amaze me. As you wish, ma'am. Have a look. There you are with your husband leaving the hotel.
Oh, my love, what has she done to you?
I'm not gonna just take this insult from you, Carrie. And you, Kai, you promised me forever. Matter of fact, you promised to die for me. You wanted to die with me. Was that all just a part of your games? Playing me for a fool? Well, guess what, dear? You're about to learn today. You want to mess with me, huh?
Stella, how can I help you this time?
I need your help, desperately. Remember that drug that you told me about? The one that caused people to forget 5 to 10 years worth of memories? I need it, now. I'm willing to do anything for it.
Fine, I will help you, but you need to keep me updated so I can prepare the meds in stages. It needs to be as fresh as possible to work.
Stella, my love, why does my head hurt so badly and feel so odd? And why can't I remember anything about the past few days?
Oh, Kai, thank the stars you're okay. You were in a terrible accident the first day of our trip here to the Caribbean, and well, you got a concussion. You've just been released from the hospital, and I'm taking you straight home. I don't trust these island doctors one bit, but I don't want you to worry, okay? You'll totally feel like your old self again soon.
Stella, where's Kerry? And why do I feel like somehow she's supposed to be here?
Who? Oh, do you mean my sister? No way, Kai. Why would she be here on our romantic vacation? Anyway, I can't say for sure where she is, darling. But you must remember how jealous she's been since we set the date for our wedding. But don't worry about her, okay? Just relax and let me take care of you, baby. After I saw the footage of Kai leaving with Stella, I asked to review the surveillance tapes at the resort. I wanted to see the exact moment my cringe sister saw Kai and what exactly had been going down. Oh my God! Look, guys, there's Stella standing around with something in her hand. What is that? Okay, here comes Kai. But from what I was looking at, it looked like Stella bumped into Kai on purpose. The thing in her hand fell to the floor, and so did Kai. Then the minute that Kai touched whatever it was, wow! What type of drug is that? I got up and ran to the area where the bottle had fallen, and I saw the bottle laying there. I knew not to touch it, so I took pics of it, then examined them on my phone. It said pH 10 Forgetful Potion. What the heck? I knew it. But does this mean that Kai has forgotten everything or just some things? And how long does that thing last? Well, I wasted no time. I ran back to the room. And by the way, the lights have been switched back on, because there was never anything wrong with them in the first place. But I'm beginning to suspect that this entire thing was all part of Stella's plan to drug and kidnap Kai. And if I'm correct, he might be in grave danger. Anyway, I got on the dark web to check out what pH 10 was, and it was really a potent drug that caused a person to lose 10 years of their memory. That would be enough time to erase my marriage and entire relationship with Kai from his memory. Dang it, Stella, you witch! Wait till I get my hands on you. But how do I find the antidote and get it to my husband without Stella's interfering?
Perfect. Perfectly done, Stella girl. The first part of my plan worked like a dream. I have my baby back now, and I will die before I let him go again. Now to get back my money from that thief that I call a sister. Rest, my love. I'll be back soon. Hi, I'm Carrie Royce. I'm here to close my accounts, please.
Oh, hi, Kerry. How are you today? Well, it's company policy that I must ask why you're withdrawing all the funds and shutting down the account.
Oh, well, you know that I'm newly married, right? So my husband and I want to consolidate all of our assets in one account. You know, I'm old school that way.
You seem a bit off today, Kerry. Is everything okay?
Yes, of course, everything's fine. I just don't understand the 101 questions concerning my own money. That's all.
It's nothing personal, just company policy. You understand, right? Well, let me get your money ready. It will take some time, but I'll work as fast as I can. Give me a few minutes, okay?
Sure, take all the time you need. The bank manager came back a few minutes later with a briefcase and a bag full of money, and I was elated. It worked. No one suspected that I wasn't Carrie. Having a rich twin sister's got to be what every girl should want. So now I have enough money to pay off the good doc for all his help and to get me and Kai out of this country, where I don't have to worry about anything triggering his memory about the life he was living before that didn't include me.
Gosh, Kerry. How did you know that your sister would try to impersonate you and steal your money?
Because we share the same brain. Thank you so much for placing the trackers in the bag and giving her the fake money. She'll never know what hit her when it all comes crashing down in a few hours.
I'll never understand rich people.
Freeze, Stella Harding! You're under arrest for bank fraud and kidnapping as well, for possession of an illegal substance and using it to rightfully harm others. Please step away from Mr. Royce now.
Huh? Stella, what's happening? My head hurts so bad.
I'm sorry, Kai. I did it all for you. All for the love we once shared. Please, always remember that.
Stella, no! Stella, please, come back! Stella, come back! My wife, thank you so much for rescuing me. You're not just a gorgeous, you're a genius as well. Thank God the scientists were able to create the antidote in time for me to get my memories back. It's just one thing that I don't understand. How did you find the doctor that made the PH10 forgetful drug in the first place?
It wasn't that difficult, to be honest. After I did my research on the drug on the dark web, I traced my sister's whereabouts in Switzerland. And the doctor that had used the experimental drugs on her, his name kept popping up as basically a really sketchy, sussy guy. So I knew he must have been the mastermind of the plan. I called the FBI and they picked him up for questioning. He sang like a bird and told us that Stella had offered him $10 million for his help. I knew then that she was going to try to take the money, and I told the FBI of my suspicions. So when she showed up at the bank, we were ready with the trackers, and that's how we were able to follow her to the private jet that she'd hired to get you all out of the country.
Love, can we get married again?
Of course, darling.
Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds. Because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground. You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark. Your eyes are shining like the stars.